Year 2021, China. Deadly floods that claimed many lives, and massive forest fires in Turkey caused extensive damage in the same year. In 2022, floods hit the Bulgarian city of Karlovo, and Hurricane Ian hit the Caribbean and the southeastern United States. In 2023, terrible earthquakes in Turkey and Syria left behind a huge number of victims. These are just some of the events around the world that the internet community has blamed solely on HAARP. Is HAARP a system that can affect weather conditions? Why are there so many conspiracy theories about time control? We will try to find the answer. The High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, HAARP, is a University of Alaska Fairbanks program that investigates the ionosphere, the uppermost ionized part of the Earth's atmosphere. Initially, HAARP was jointly funded by the U.S. Air Force, the U.S. Navy, the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. HAARP was designed and built by BVA Advanced Technologies. Its original purpose was to analyze the ionosphere and explore the potential for developing ionospheric enhancement technology for radio communications and surveillance. Since 2014, it has been managed exclusively by the said university in Alaska. Of course, I will have reservations as far as this official information is concerned. No one guarantees that the University of Alaska is not in coordination with the U.S. government. That is, it is not involved in its secret programs. The insights gained from HAARP's work will allow scientists to develop methods to mitigate the effects of the ionosphere, to improve the reliability or performance of communication and navigation systems that would have a wide range of civilian and military uses. Such as increased accuracy of GPS navigation and advances in underwater and subsurface research and applications. Essentially, the transition between the atmosphere and the magnetosphere. The ionosphere is where the atmosphere is thin enough for the sun's X-rays and UV rays to reach it, but dense enough that there are enough molecules to absorb those rays. The ionosphere is traditionally very difficult to measure. Balloons can't reach it because the air is too thin, and satellites can't orbit there because the air is too dense. HAARP's main instrument is the Ionospheric Research Instrument, IRE. This is a high-power, high-frequency phased array radio transmitter with a set of 180 antennas installed in an array of 12 I-15 units occupying a rectangle of about 30-40 acres, 12-16 hectares. The White House and the U.S. Congress recently adopted a 5-year climate intervention plan that calls for the development of climate control technologies. The document, published on the White House website, states that the goal of the program is to create a scientific basis for solar radiation management and other rapid interventions in the context of short-term climate risks. Climate interventions. Very interesting. We won't go into this plan specifically here, but I'm just citing this as an example that is fertile ground for conspiracy theorists. Just to remind you of the mass fires in California, which many eyewitnesses are sure were caused by certain laser beams, there are also documented recordings. My personal opinion is that science should be used for the purpose of preserving the environment, because let's not forget that without plants, there is no air, and without clean water, there is no life on Earth. The internet is flooded with conspiracy theories. The green agenda as a reason for new taxation and extracting additional funds to enrich the ruling elites. And then, on the other hand, it states about the deliberate poisoning of the population with genetically modified food. There is a lot of mistrust in governments around the world, partly due to the sensationalist actions of certain conspiracy theorists who do it all solely for personal gain, and partly due to persistent mistakes in the conduct of politics on the part of state bureaucrats. We've seen some of the conspiracy theorists' allegations regarding HAARP. Now let's see what the scientific community and mainstream media have to say. Jessica Matthews, the HAARP program manager, rules out any effects of the program on the world's weather conditions. Atmospheric researcher and professor at the University of Michigan, Aaron Ridleys, agrees that these weather disturbances are difficult to predict and manipulate. His view is that HAARP scientists use high-frequency radio transmitters to heat up small parts of the ionosphere and create conditions similar to those that occur in nature, so they can study them. David Heisel, a professor of Earth and Space Sciences at Cornell University, also looks into this topic and agrees that HAARP cannot affect the weather conditions. Prominent American media take every opportunity to deny HAARP's involvement with weather events. How much to trust these people, and especially the American mainstream media, is questionable. Is HAARP a weather control weapon or just a science experiment? Who knows, maybe the answer is hiding somewhere in the secret files of the White House.